beautiful angels. It's Isabel. Happy 2020. Welcome back to my channel. This is the first video of the decade of the new year, and I'm so excited because we're gonna start off this new year knowing what we deserve, knowing our worth, knowing that we are enough in order to manifest all the incredible things that we want for the new year. Today's video is about believing you deserve what it is that you want, believing you are worthy, believing you are enough. Because the key to manifestation and attaining anything that you want in this life is by believing in what you deserve. Believing that you deserve all the best, that you deserve all the things that your heart desires. Whenever you're in the energy of your higher self, which is something I always tell you guys, always be connected to your higher self. Your higher self is confident. Your higher self is in love with yourself. Your higher self is basically the embodiment of you as a divine being. That's what we should always be aspiring to be, in the energy and being, embodying our higher self here in the physical. So when you're in this energy of your higher self, or goddess energy as I like to call it, nothing is too good for you. Now, I know that society often conditions us to believe that if we attain this, then we'll be worthy of this, or if we work really hard for something, then we'll be worthy of it. And society, or the way we were brought up, or the way we were conditioned, basically teaches us that as we are already, who we are is not good enough. That's why we're told we have to look a certain way, or do a certain job, or just fit into these molds or these paths that may not align with our true higher self, just so we can feel that we are worthy of good things in life. Your happiness should not be conditional. Your manifestations aren't conditional. The universe does not punish you if you decide to take one path over the other. The universe doesn't punish. The universe simply responds to the energy that you're sending out. So we have to switch the paradigm and start believing that as we were born confident, we were born loving ourselves, we cried when we wanted to. We just were us as babies, as divine beings. We are already worthy. We are born worthy. We are born enough. So if you believe something is too difficult, or too unattainable, or too good for you, or you exalt it, you put it up above you that you will never have it, then it will automatically evade you. And that means you are in the energy, in the vibration of lack, and the universe is always responding to your vibration. So whatever vibration you're sending out, whatever energy you're embodying, is literally what the universe is bringing back to you. That's how we manifest, and we're constantly manifesting, whether we know it or believe it or not. So my first tip in helping you achieve this mindset is knowing you are enough. Like I said, we are all born with our inherent worth. We decide our worth. It is often the stories we're told by other people, or by life, or by society, that makes us believe we're not good enough. That makes us believe that others are better than us, or others have more value than us, just because of external things. So always know this, and I always close out my videos with this for a reason. Your true worth always comes from within. Doesn't matter what others say, doesn't matter what others may think of you, or how they may treat you, or your past, or your relationships, or your family, or any of these things, or anything external to you. You are the one that decides your worth. If you think you are worthy, you believe you are worthy of something, you just own it and say, I believe I am worthy of this and I can have this, then it is so. Your words are more powerful. Your inner dialogue, your inner voice is more powerful than what anyone else outside of you believes, or says, or thinks, or treats you. This is the thing, is often our inner voice is clouded by the judgments or the external voices of others. And that's why we begin to believe we're not enough, because one of these people who might have told us something probably does not believe they're enough either. That's why they have told you, oh, you're not good at this, you're not this and that. And that's the thing, is often people are flawed and have limiting beliefs. That's why we can't take what others say as gospel. We have to hear our own inner voice. We have an inner voice, we have an intuition for a reason. We were born with it, and we have to use it. And our subconscious thought is where everything emanates. If our subconscious, this is why working on limiting beliefs is so important. And I have a whole video on that as well. But rewriting your story and your subconscious limiting beliefs, getting rid of those, is what will help you realize your worth, and realize that the words you are speaking right now about yourself, about your life, that is becoming your subconscious, and that is what is manifesting outwardly. The best way to start rewiring, the easiest way to start rewiring your mindset and your belief system is by saying this: I am enough. I am worthy. I deserve everything that my heart desires. Changing your inner and outer dialogue is just a magnet for good things to come into your life. You don't even have to overexert yourself in manifesting. You just have to believe, I'm good enough for this. This is mine. I deserve it. And it will come to you easier. You'll stop trying to tear other people down. You'll be so secure in your energy and yourself, and you know that there's no threat outside of you. There's this proverb that I love. It says, if there's no enemy inside, then the enemy outside can't do any harm. So do not be your own worst enemy. Speak highly of yourself, to yourself, about yourself to others, and you'll see that things will start to change and you'll just effortlessly manifest good things. Second tip is don't chase. Let it go. You guys know I have talked about this in my Goddess Energy video about not chasing, knowing you are the prize. And this is the thing. If you're feeling resistance towards something, perhaps somebody is not reciprocating your feelings, or perhaps things aren't going well in a certain venture, or you feel like you've just burned yourself to the very end of your rope and you don't know where to turn, you don't know what to do, you've exhausted yourself, that is a sign to let go. Let that person go. Let that situation go. Stop trying to control. Go with the flow of your life. Everybody's life has a natural path, a natural flow. And sometimes, I know in our culture, especially here in America, we're taught, keep working, keep working, keep working. And there are good things to that. You know, obviously the energy you put towards something is what will beget favorable results. But if the energy you're putting towards something is full of resistance, full of lack, full of low energy, negativity, that's your cue to let go. Everything in life is passing. Our feelings, our emotions, these events, everything is passing. That means that everything is going with the flow, kind of like the clouds in the sky or the river or the ocean. It's also like on an airplane. When there's a lot of turbulence, usually the pilots will kind of turn the engines down, because the more that engine revs and revs and revs in turbulence in this wind, the bumpier the ride will be. So learn when to turn on your engines and turn off your engines. Know when to go with the flow of your life, when to let go. And trusting in the universe is so very important. The ego loves to control everything. So the way we transcend the ego is by just letting go and letting things be. People, situations, whatever it may be. You do not have to be in control all the time. Let the universe, let God take the reins. Written in so many religious texts, the Bibles, letting go and trusting, being still, just being. Everything comes to you. Everything happens better than you could have ever planned it. So when you stop chasing, being desperate for things, and just letting it go, if it comes back, it probably will come back if you let something go effectively. That's something I've learned recently. So just letting it be and enjoying your life. Enjoying the good moments and being grateful for what you already have is a great way to let go. And only focusing, something that Stoicism taught me as well, focusing on only the things that are within your control, the things that we can change. And that's our mentality, that's the words that we speak, that's our emotions, and not overexerting yourself in areas that you can't change, like people's opinions, people's words, people's actions. We can try and control these, but there's no reason to. All it is making you unhappy, feelings of lack, and therefore manifesting negative things for yourself. Tip number 3 is take it off the pedestal. You've probably heard a lot of law of attraction teachers talking about this, and this is so very true, because putting something up really high above you or exalting something to a higher level. Yes, it could be a very great venture that you want to manifest, or this beautiful home, or this dream career. But if you're putting it up above and acting like it's the end all and be all, even though it could be, you know, deep down inside, we all have those things that are like, oh my gosh, I would love to have that. But the more we have in that I wish mindset, the lower our vibration goes down, because I wish is it's a very shaky kind of thing. It's like, oh, I really want this, but I don't know if I'll have it, so I'll just wish it out there. And that's the thing, is that we have to just believe it's meant to be ours. There's a reason why we have this desire. There's a reason why we have these dreams. We weren't given these dreams and these desires for no reason. We are meant to bring them into the physical. So putting something up above is that energy of lack, that it's too good for you and that you'll never have it, and that you have to hope it and wish it to come in. But what you have to start doing, like we said, our language is like a magic spell. So start saying, It's easy. It's easy to start a business. It's easy to work. It's easy to get up in the morning. I love waking up early in the morning to work on my goals. It's simple to do this. I can do it. It's easy for me. I can have that. I'm worthy of that. Changing your dialogue, and even when speaking about things, oftentimes we have these big, lofty goals and we kind of keep them to ourselves. We hide them away. And when we hide things away and we don't speak them out and we say, oh, I'm going to have that one day. I'm going to have this kind of job. I'm going to have this kind of house. Then we're telling ourselves subconsciously that we're not going to ever have it, so might as well not talk about it, because then we're going to look silly later on when we don't have it. And that's already putting the energy out of lack. I had a question the other day on Instagram. Somebody says, I want to make a dream board, but what if I feel like I'm not going to accomplish it all? And that's the thing. You're already starting that off bad. If you have any inkling of questioning of whether you'll have it, then you're not going to have it. But if you say, this is mine, because I'm putting it on this dream board, it's mine, and it will happen in the right timing of the universe. And I trust in the universe. Trust in the universe so much that you don't care. It'll happen. It'll come to you. Don't chase, attract. Be in that energy. Be in that goddess, you are the prize energy. Why? Not because we think we're better than anyone. This is not what this is about. This is about us knowing our own worth. Everyone has their own worth. Everyone decides their own worth. But you can decide, regardless of what anyone says or thinks or might do, you decide that you are worthy and you are the prize. So this is something that's really helpful. Treat yourself as if you are the prize that needs to be earned. And this doesn't just go for relationships and dating and all that. I mean, when you're trying to attract things to you, you can use this towards relationships. Don't chase people. Don't beg people for attention or to treat you the right way. If they don't treat you the right way, then, go on your own way. You're not in lack. You're not in desperation. The right person for you will treat you the right way. But also when manifesting things like money, like career, when you go into an interview, say, I don't need their job. They need me in their company. They need my expertise. They need me. That's how we turn the tables around. And with money, your soul, your spirit is more valuable than all the money in the world. Your soul. Why do you think that there's so much stuff going around like selling your souls to the devil, selling all this? Why would the devil pay so much for our soul? Why would the devil give us all these riches? And whether you believe in that or not, but why would the devil give us all these riches and all these things for our soul? Because our soul is invaluable. Our soul has no monetary price. You can't put a price on your soul, but people do. People put prices on themselves all the time, and it shouldn't be like that. You are invaluable. Money flows to you easily because you are the prize to be won by money. Money wants to flow to you. You are in the flow of all the abundance and the life and the beauty of this earth. Money is just a plaything. It's monopoly money. It's not a big deal. Financial abundance. If you want to manifest $1 million, stop believing it's so difficult and use this method for anything. You are the prize to be won by people in your relationships, by the jobs that you want, the career you want, the home you want. Think of this, the home that you wish to manifest, your dream home, needs you to be in it for it to be valuable. Turn the tables around. You'll see. You should be the one on the pedestal. And finally, my last tip is to disregard your current reality. Your current reality is a result of past manifestations. It is not the present moment. We are currently creating the present moment. We are in the present moment. And this is the thing. It's not about hiding and burying your head in the sand when you have difficulty. It's about not letting your current circumstances, no matter how difficult, affect you as a person, affect your worth, affect your view on life. Know that everything is passing. Everything in life right now in time is passing. We are passing. The clouds in the sky are passing. The airplanes are passing. Our emotions are passing. Everything is passing constantly. Everything in the universe right now is passing. People get older. Things are always in motion. So that means do not identify with your current reality. This is the problem. We often think our current situation is our final destination, and it's not. Life is a journey. It's constantly in transit. So what's important is that you right now identify with the energy that you want, the energy that you are bringing to you. There was a beautiful video that I watched about how everything is passing. I will link it down below. One thing that the guru talked about was you wouldn't marry a cloud, would you? You wouldn't have a wedding with a cloud because the cloud is about to dissipate. So the same with our emotions, our feelings, our current situation. Don't identify with it. because that is not you. You are not these external things. You are a divine spiritual being that is having a physical experience right now. Everything is an experience. It's not the end all and be all. Especially when you're dealing with difficulty in life. Don't speak negatively about your life. Don't speak negatively about yourself or your situation or your past mistakes. Don't even think of the past. We have to completely leave 2019 and everything before it. We leave it behind. We're living in the now. We're in 2020 and we're focusing on what we want by being grateful. If things aren't going perfect right now, if your new year started off bad, whatever, it's okay. It's gone. It's past. Now we are focusing on what's good, what's here, and also focusing on what we want more of. Don't talk negatively about your current circumstances. Why? Because your current circumstances are your past manifestations, and you never want to talk negatively about your manifestations. Why don't you want to talk negatively about your manifestations? Because you will be inadvertently manifesting more self-doubt for yourself. If you start saying, oh, I hate where I live, I hate my home, I hate this, you manifested all of this. It's difficult for us to understand a lot of that, but it's okay. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. Don't identify with these things. They don't determine your worth. They don't determine your future, unless you allow it to, of course. But you don't want to manifest self-doubt in yourself and your manifesting abilities, because you're a powerful being. You're a beautiful being. And just because in the past you didn't do so well doesn't mean you can't learn and change and grow and do more of what it is that you want in life. You're always manifesting, guys. So focus on the good. Focus on feeling good right now. Stop believing the lie that happiness is conditional, that love is conditional. It's not. Love should be unconditional. Peace and happiness are unconditional. That's how we raise our collective consciousness. Especially if you're not happy with the way things are in the world right now. I know there's a lot of difficulty right now going on our earth, and that's the thing, is that by letting this negative manifestation that has been happening, especially in Australia and all these things, by letting those affect us, we're even further bringing down the collective consciousness of the planet. So we have to feel good now, have to be positive, believe that everything is working for us, no matter how difficult the situation is. And that way we will manifest an outcome. We will manifest a positive outcome and manifest our way out of this difficult situation. But you cannot take your manifestation powers for granted, because then we will get more of what we don't want, both for the world and for ourselves. And know that you being happy, know that you being grateful is only lifting our collective consciousness. So don't ever feel guilty for being happy or for feeling good, even when things aren't so good out in the world or in your current circumstances. That is how we change them. That is how we make things better, believe it or not. That is it for today's video. I hope you realize that you deserve to be happy. You deserve your manifestations. The universe, God gave you these powers for a reason. So don't squander them. Don't limit them. Don't limit yourself. And I hope that this year you will commit to speaking positively about yourself and your life and everything and everyone in it. And you're going to see that everything's going to change. Doesn't matter how 2019 went, this is your year. I'm speaking it into existence. All that are listening right now, 2020 is your year, and the 20s are your decade. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit thumbs up and also subscribe to see more videos from me, and also check out my podcast, Taking Back Your Power, available on all platforms, basically, where podcasts are available for free, of course. And also, I am offering a Q&A session on my website. Go to takingbackyourpower.com and click on Ask Isabel. I'm going to be starting a new series on this channel where I'm going to answer your questions in a video. So I'm going to take about 3 or 4 questions that are submitted to me through my website, put it on YouTube. So if you want either an email response or a video response, be sure to indicate that on the form. Please check that out. I'm no longer answering in-depth questions on DMs because it's hard for me to keep up with all of them, and people get upset when I don't answer on time. So this is just going to be fair game for everyone. Also, it takes a lot of time to answer people and to give good advice, so please understand that as well. It's not that I'm blocking anyone or stopping anyone. Of course, I always answer questions and Q&As on Instagram. So this is just a better way and a better system for me to be able to answer everyone who has questions and can't do coaching or for whatever reason with me, and I can better serve you in that way. So by all means, you can always leave questions in the comments and I will answer them as well. But this is for people who have in-depth questions and actually want to get consultation with me, and also for those of you who want to have your questions answered right here on my Ask Isabel series that is coming very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you all so very much, and I'm sending you all my best vibes and all my most positive energy. And always remember this, my angels. No matter who you may be in this life, no matter what you may be going through, no matter what difficulty you're facing or what your current reality is or what you look like, never forget your true beauty, your true worth, and your true power always come from within. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.